Welcome, everybody, to New Orleans and the iconic Caesars Superdome, the long-term home of the All-State Sugar Bowl, which this year, of course, is part of the college football playoff. We are through the opening round of this year's playoff, and now the pressure is mounting in the quarterfinals. A matchup between one side that's had time to rest and recover, and another team that's battle-tested, already off one playoff victory. As we'll see the number 6 seed in this playoff, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the number 3 seed in the playoff, the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. Only one team here can keep their championship dreams alive. They'll return it from inside the 5. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. So the Seminoles offense making their way on the field today. Well, the energy of this building crew is just going to pick up as this Sugar Bowl unfolds. As they say in New Orleans, le bon temps roulé. Let the good times roll.
And really one of the more hostile environments, I think, when it comes to bowl games. You know, I've called so many games in here. Think about the history. Going all the way back to 1935, they played the Sugar Bowl right here in New Orleans. I think a lot of people have associated this bowl game with the SEC. But as we've seen since the start of the playoff, teams like Washington, Ohio State, Clemson, among others, have made this trip down here to the Bayou.
Rush set it down to the offense. First down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Here's the throw deep downfield. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida State. You come out in a playoff game, Kurt, no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate, and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And it's 7-0 after the PAT. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And it's fielded. Can the returner make something happen here? Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. The TCU Horned Frogs offense makes their way onto the field for their first possession. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players to just a few guys, Kurt, but what do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. Two good teams with great individual players.
Handoff here from the shotgun. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7. The Horned Frogs will come to the line to run the hurry-up. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Going to try to use his legs here.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
They bring him down, but the back able to pick up some decent yardage in that screen. The offense going with the hurry-up.
I love early in a game like this where you get the running back involved. You just get his hands on the football. Also, nice, easy screen. Gets the quarterback settled into the game. Nice, easy throw. Look at this. Ends up being a huge play.
So off the incompletion, it sets up a 3rd down and 3. Receiver in motion now. They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
This is good pressure by the defense, and it just felt like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a little bit too long, which allowed the defense to get home.
And the Horned Frogs will have to kick this away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. And they heave it deep downfield. Oh, and it's dropped. A chance for a big play here in the early going, but some jitters on the part of that receiver. Second down play coming up for this offense. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. And this time it's complete. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. There's a 1st and 10 play. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a 2nd down and 7.
For the defensive coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Receiver makes the grab. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Boy, another great throw by this quarterback to be able to pick up a first down and keep this drive alive. I'll tell you, he's starting to kind of feel like he's getting into a zone. And boy, Chris, over the years, how many Florida State quarterbacks have we seen get in that zone? Guys like Chris Wenke and Jameis Winston, Charlie Ward, and so many good signal callers that have played at FSU.
They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. And the Noles come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time, they got to him and forced that incompletion.
That's the running back who makes the catch across the middle. Tackle is made. It's a short gain, well short of the marker.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
An important 3rd down conversion coming here in the red zone. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Looks to his left and makes the completion. And he's brought down just short of the marker on that play. Good job by the defense to prevent the first down. Here we go, 4th down. They'll try to run for it. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a 1st and goal for this offense. The Seminoles tussle to the line to run the hurry up. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. He runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles.
As a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front and it costs you. That's exactly what happened here as they score this touchdown.
And the PAT is good. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And the return starts just inside the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the TCU offense takes the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Catch made on the left side. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. The completion makes it 2nd and short.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Well, they try the middle, but stuck for no gain. Here comes the up-tempo offense. But to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. He fires this throw and is intercepted. Brings the interception all the way back. Touchdown, Noles. And the interception taken to the house. A pick-6 potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick-6. Let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
He'll bring it out from his end zone. And he'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. And the Horned Frogs offense takes the field now. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick-6 last time out here. No press here. The defense backing away. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down on the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
Tackle made after a solid gain to spot the ball at the 34. Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Makes the catch. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play. And the Horned Frogs will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Breaking free at midfield. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit. The Horned Frogs pick up enough yardage for a first down.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself. Picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Caught by the back behind the line of scrimmage. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage. Handoff from the shotgun. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down. And the Horned Frogs come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Trying to extend the play. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. And he'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs.
What a play by this quarterback. We're talking about 3rd down. This is a critical time in this game, and he comes up with that play against this coverage. Everything's covered. Uses his legs for not only a first down, but a touchdown.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. This should be the last play of the quarter. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Defense makes the tackle here on the final play of the first quarter. As we break for the quarter, Florida State is on top. We've reached the end of 1 in this quest to move 1 step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. And as we flip the field and begin quarter number 2, we'll see if they can continue to build this lead. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Try to catch the defense with the draw. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Okay, how about the quarterback here with his eyes downfield, selling the pass to open that play up? Man, offensive line, really good job of selling and then getting upfield to that second level to be able to pick up some key blocks.
Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the 4th quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down.
This is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
It's third down. Quarterback in the shotgun. Finds his man. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He breaks free. Quarterback escapes the pocket. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in the run game, and he's able to do that right here.
Important second down play coming up. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Boy, another first down and another good run by this back from Florida State. He's doing his job as far as living up to the great tradition of Florida State running backs.
First down, looking to throw the football. And the ball is hauled in. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
They look to throw it here on second down. Contact as he let the ball go. And it's incomplete, very near the goal line.
Chris, not only really good coverage here by the defense, but I love their awareness. That ball is in the air, headed to the end zone, and the ball is separated from the receiver with the contact.
Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the ball.
Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
There's a nice sack by this defense, something that they've been looking for. They've been on their heels most of this football game. That time they were able to get after the quarterback and bring him down. Let's see if that can provide a bit of a spark. See if they can get a little bit of momentum going their way.
Bringing pressure. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the third down pressure worked.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
And that one straight down the middle. And they add to the lead. So after adding to this big lead, they are set to kick it away. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And the TCU offense is back out on the field. Hey, guys up front lined up. It's first down. He'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looks left and finds his target there. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. And the Horned Frogs hustle to the line to crank up the tempo.
Defenses all around the country have got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. Will that holding penalty be a drive killer? What's the play call here on second down for this offense? From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Intercepted, picked off on the defense. That's a short return, but the pick wipes out a scoring threat and sets up the offense at the 33.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
Well, that's the kind of play right there that this defense has been looking for. Maybe that'll spark them because, let's face it, this game has not gone the way they had hoped. But a play like that sometimes can create some momentum and change the complexion of the football game.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. He's looking to scramble. We've reached the 2-minute warning here. Let's see if this offense can build on this big lead before halftime. Crucial third down play right here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Catch made on the left side. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Receiver makes the catch. Brought down at the 3 after the completion. The offense really threatening now.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as...
Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. And now here comes the point after attempt. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the TCU offense takes the field. This has been a rough first half. They'll have to regroup at intermission. But in the meantime, let's see if they can get some. The freshman's able to get home with a sack. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. Backed up to the 10-yard line. It's second and long. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Caught near the sideline, but just a short gain. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. The Horned Frogs will line up to punt it away. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. And the returner will be brought down. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. This offense has been clicking so far. They get aggressive, go for more before halftime. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Looking to throw it on first down. And it's incomplete even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. This time a completion. What a spin move. He's in the clear now. Tackle, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
Okay, ready? Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. And he's going to fire this one deep down the middle. The catch is made for a huge pickup. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Seminoles. Aren't you taught on defense, Kirk? Don't let him throw the football over your head. Exactly what happened there.
That makes me really wonder if it was some kind of miscommunication. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I pull my defensive backs over, make sure everybody's on the same page and getting the right call.
And the point after is right down the middle. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Tackle made on the play at the 29-yard line. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for one or two more plays before halftime. Just time enough for one more play in the half. And looking to throw now on first down. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. And it falls incomplete. One final shot as the quarter expires. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. These games, they never disappoint, regardless the score. And this one was filled with excitement and big plays throughout that first half.
He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. And the coverage team able to bring him down. And the Horned Frogs offense takes the field now. First down here for this offense. They get the second half started with their running play. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Well, they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well. Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid gain.
And they'll run it with the draw play. Bring him down after a small gain. They played it safe there on 3rd and long. And the Horned Frogs will send their punt team on the field. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. Defense falls on the ball. Crucial takeaway.
This offense just blew an opportunity. Have a nice lead here in the second half with the football. The last thing you want to do is turn it over, and they put the ball on the ground and now give your opponent a chance to get right back in this game.
He stopped, but he gets a first down. And the Horned Frogs looking to cash in this red zone trip. First down, looking to throw the ball. Makes the grab. Can he get there? Tackled down at the 3 after the catch. Defense up against it now. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas Christian. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there, Kirk.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
Point after, knocked right through. Kickoff team is on the field. See if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. That fumble from the last possession set up a touchdown, and they bounce back from that costly error here. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Second down after that previous play. Tailback with another carry. Tackled right at the 30, good enough to move the sticks.
Was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, and he misfires just beyond the receiver's grasp.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, it could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Oh, here comes the reverse. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
You know, even though positive yards are gained here, I think the defense has to be happy on how they prepared coming into the game for these kind of different looks. They looked very aware that these formations and plays could happen on any given down.
Catch hauled in here over the middle. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
Boy, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on 3rd down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
And the Seminoles pick up first down yardage to keep the drive going. Offense looking to throw the ball. Fires it to the wideout. Makes the catch downfield. A big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. Well, they took a look just to confirm it, but it looks like they got it right on the field. After the review, the play will stand. The Noles will line up on 1st and 10. Toss play to the outside. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
You know, toss play just starts with the offensive line, whether or not they can set the edge on the outside, whether it's a tackle or a tight end in that same direction. If they do that, you're going to have positive yards. If you can't set that edge, play's going to blow up.
Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. A pop pass on the jet sweep. He's across the 25. Touchdown, Noles. And this one is getting ugly. But Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the TCU offense is back out on the field. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Off the play fake on first down. Receiver makes the grab. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Takes the ball, tries the right side here. The Horned Frogs churn out another first down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. It's an out route, the catch made. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
Oh, that was close. Got just enough for the first down against that man-to-man coverage. Good awareness by the receiver to get past the sticks and move the chains.
On the set.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. And he'll set up to throw. Here's a target, and it's complete. Tackle made after a big gain.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
As we break for the quarter, Kurt, Florida State is on top. This has been thorough domination through 3 quarters. A real statement confirming their status as a national championship contender. We'll check out the stats so far. So 1 quarter away from wrapping up an impressive CFP victory. Let's get back to the final period. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down.
Here we go.
Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Well, this is why they want to get his hands on the football as often as possible. We always know about his ability to make plays downfield, but here they just get it to him quick on a wide receiver screen. He shakes the tackle and picks up nice yards.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, TCU.
You know, today's not been their day, but the thing that you can always hang your hat on is these guys are still competing. They come up with a touchdown here late in the 4th quarter. You can use that as hopefully some momentum into next week.
Here's the point after attempt. And he knocks it right through. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Fields it just outside the goal line. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Handoff to the single back. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Christine, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. What I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
He's going to take off here. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Nice job of this defense taking away the primary receiver, even the 2nd and 3rd option. But the quarterback's legs are the difference. They almost kept him short, but instead, he gets that first down.
Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line. Tough spot. The offense has to convert the 3rd and long from the 30 to get this drive going. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He makes the grab. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Man, they're already up big in this game, and now they're taking shots downfield. They're just looking to pour it on right now. Still throwing the football, and vertical shots to boot.
That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
You know, these kind of routes are always great for receivers who do a really good job of yards after the catch situations. And they're easy completions for the quarterback.
Caught quickly. In the clear at the 25. And they pick up the first out of the 23, getting closer to the red zone.
Think about this, Chris. These guys have been working since January of last year to get ready for a dream season. They've had that. Now they're here so close into the postseason and the playoff, working with the lead. It comes down to a third down. They do their job, convert. Now they keep working that clock and getting so much closer to advancing to the next round.
So second down after the incompletion. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Using his legs here. Tough to show, but a sophomore quarterback to pick up the first down himself.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
And, of course, they'll work the clock here, keep it on the ground.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. He hands it off from the gun. Touchdown, Florida State. To stretch the lead, the route is on.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play call, and continuing to put points on the board.
Automatic on the PAT. And the return starts just inside the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And the TCU offense takes the field. They need a miracle. A couple of them here in the last couple minutes. Down big. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. Powering through the defender. And they'll move the 6 on that one. It's a first down to the 42.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive yards after the catch here.
One play, and they're already past the 40, first and 10. The pass is caught, but they say he's out of bounds, so an incompletion.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris.
Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the officials are going to overturn that previous ruling on the field. Wideouts now clustered. Looking to pass here on second down. Quick throw to the left. He's got it for a big gain. They tackle him, but the gain moves the ball to the 36.
Well, this is a beautiful play when the timing is right, as we see right here. The receiver's got to do a good job of working his way back to the football as the quarterback is throwing it. The timing here is impeccable.
Goes to his right side there for the completion. Then he'll run out of bounds, picking up a few yards on the play.
Hey, there's the execution that's been lacking most of this game, but they'll take it. You know, you try to do everything that you can to learn and try to build for the future. And at this point in the game, it's obviously over, but you love to see the offense coordinator still giving this quarterback.
Touchdown, Horned Frogs. Strong game by this quarterback.
Well, you can tell that this play caller, the offensive coordinator, he's thinking about the future. He wants to see how his quarterback and how this offense wants to compete when this game's out of reach. He's going to be very happy with the result of this play.
Extra point knocked right down the middle. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Return begins inside the 10. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. What a satisfying feeling for this team. Just run out the clock and let the celebration begin. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Quick throw to his receiver. And he's got his man open downfield. Rips off a big gain all the way to the plus 43-yard line. And the Noles come up to the line in the hurry-up. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He's running out of time here. They've got him. It's a sack from the defense. And sack sets up 2nd down. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. And he slings this pass over the middle. And the downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up 3rd down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And that one's incomplete with just 7 seconds left on the clock.
Hey, I understand the aggressive approach here on 3rd down and long, trying to pick up the 1st down, but look at the scoreboard. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter. Smart play would have been to keep running the football, work the clock, force them to use their timeouts. Now at 4th down and long with the lead, tough decision here. I think you got to punt it away.
He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a 4th down stop. French set it down for the offense. 1st down. Quarterback drops back. Here's a shot toward the end zone. That will be incomplete, trying for a consolation touchdown, but it's no good.